Okie dokie here. So we're going to be doing a little bit of recording as well as mixing. So this song is pretty much done. You can see these gray things here are a couple instruments that need to still be added to this song. So we're going to be recording those today. These are little snippets or demos that we did with the artist, and now we got to fully record these parts here today. But I'm going to hit play, make sure everything's working here, and you can get a little snippet of the song as well. Okay, all right. So the first thing I think I want to tackle here is probably this horn part at the beginning, and this guy might actually be done. So let's see here. We'll undisable him. So I believe he can join his friend up here, but let me bounce this the same way I bounced the original horn part. So that's this guy here. And the volume should be the same, but I can always change the volume later. So we don't need these guys quite yet because he's going to join his friend here. We'll make sure the splitter's set up correctly here. So all we're doing is taking this mono horn part here and switching it to stereo. And the way we're doing that is with the splitter. So we have a mono signal. I've switched the track from mono to stereo by clicking the channel mode here, changing it from 1 dot like this guy, or like the vocal here. If you change it to 2 dots, that means we're in stereo. And then coming up here in Studio One, if you click the routing button, we're dragging a splitter in. If we put the splitter in channel split, that gives us a left and right signal, and then I'm delaying the left channel by 35 milliseconds to give us a stereo sound. And then we can bounce this guy here to a new track. That'll give us our stereo signal. We can drag it up onto the actual one, nuke that. Get rid of these two guys. And now we have something here that can match along with our original horn part. Hopefully. Hopefully. We'll see how it sits in the track. Maybe give this a little bit more length here. Slightly increase the fade here on the end. It's hanging over a little bit too much into the next chord, but I want that length on the end. Perfect, perfect. And the vocal will come in there to make sure everything is okay. We're gonna leave the vocal out. Ooh, there's background vocals here. Hold 1 second. Let me turn my mic on. I'm gonna have to track background vocals, I guess. Oh, I don't know if I want to do. I'm not gonna do it from that mic. We're gonna use. Oh, we're gonna use another mic here. All right. Okay. We'll probably do the background vocals last. The horns are fine. Let me make sure they're kind of balanced with our other horn parts here. That's better. That's better. Let's see how they're sitting in the intro. Perfect. That sounded really good. So let's go maybe the string part next, because I think that's what I have hooked up is stereo keys. So these are going to be high strings. There's a little demo of what we want it to sound like here. Okay, let me get my keyboard turned on, and we're going to give a crack at this. Cool, that's about right. We're higher. Let's go higher, I guess. Okay, we're going to mess with this a little bit before we record it. I think I want to go in maybe one bar earlier.
I'd be singing for you from the balcony. One more tune. I always knew.
So right there is where I want to come in, I think. So let's try this. And I think we'll be coming in on the next downbeat. We're going to give this a try and see where we're sitting.
I always knew I'd be singing for you from the balcony. My dreams have come true. From the balcony, my dreams have come true.
Okay, that's not bad. I'm going to kick that up just a touch so I can hear what I'm doing. And we're going to give it one more try. That should be that there.
I always is singing for you. From the balcony, my dreams have come true. From the balcony, my dreams have come true.
That was okay. We're gonna give it one more try. The off rhythm lead part here is very distracting. That, and I'm gonna mute his vocal here for the moment too, just so I can stay in time with the other strings. Then we'll hold this, just so I have some length at the end. And that should be good there. So now we can match this guy to the fade out of the other strings here. So they kind of work together. We're fading out to about right here, so we'll put a little marker there. I want to do these together. And then blend them. And we'll give them the same processing, because the same processing should, no, they already have the same processing. The same processing should be okay. I don't know if they need that high of a boost. Let me put this fade in real quick. And let's mess with the processing here on this high string part. We don't know if they need that yet. Can definitely move the high pass up though. Maybe go heavier with this. Just so it's touching. And I'm wearing longer headphones at the moment. I'm going to switch over to my mixing headphones here real quick. My tracking headphones have a longer cord on them, but they are darker. And I don't want to add too much top end, just because I'm trying to compensate for the darkness. Nice. Okay. That feels good there. All right, last thing we have to deal with here is this contrabass part that we are adding in. It's kind of wonky here in the middle. Take a listen. It's this funky keyboard contrabass. And that's the idea that the artist wanted to add over this kind of middle bridge section here. So let me get that other keyboard sound up. It should be this guy. Let me make sure. So this is going to be our contrabass sound here. And that will be... Hold on, switching over to my longer headphones here. One moment, stepping on the pedal before everything's ready. Oh. So it should be... Let's give this a shot here. I'm kind of hoping you guys can hear the keyboard. I haven't checked if that comes through. But let's try and put this contrabass part in here. Okay, that should be that. We'll bump it back here. See how we're sounding? And that's where our fade out is. I'm actually wondering if we should come out earlier. That actually feels better. Okay, that's all of that. We're going to pull that out for a second, and we're going to try and get these background vocals in that we'll have to sing every time. So this is what we're going for, I think. Let's see.
Every note, this is my life, though I'm the crowd. Songs that I wrote, each and every note to the words. Close your eyes and sing them with me. Singing my songs from the balcony tonight. Let me write one more tune. I always knew I'd be singing for you.
I'm not quite sure where else we would put these background vocals. Let me listen through here and see where we're sitting.
Songs that I wrote, each and every note tell a story. This is my life, and I'm performing tonight. This is the place I wanna be. With the songs from the balcony, just listen to the words.
Let's start at least with this one. So we've got ooh, ooh, so ooh is where we're going. Ooh, ah. So those need to be in between our vocals.
The crowd. Though I can't see you, I know that you're there. My songs will reach you everywhere. Songs that I wrote, every note tell a story of places that I've been.
That should be it right there. I don't think we need them going into the pre-chorus or the bridge section here. Let me find a couple of these notes so I know where the harmonies are going to be. But I at least know where the first one's going to be. Ooh. 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 We'll need a little bit more volume on that, okay? And let's give this first one a shot here. See where we're sitting. So because this track's not done to a click, I can't fly these around or very easily. So I'm going to try and just track them all the way through and then double them, I think. So let's...
Your faces in the crowd. Though I can't see you, I know that you're there. My songs will reach you everywhere. Songs that I wrote, each and every note tell a story of
So that's 1. And then I want to double it. Just so I have one to pan left and right. And I'm going to nuke his focal, I think, this time. And see where we sit. That should be good there. Now I want to find the harmony. So I'm going to mute those for a second and find my keys here so I can find harmony. So, ooh, gotta remember what our chords are for this song. And then see where our next note up, I think, would be. I think I want to go up. So I need my keyboard, otherwise I'm not going to be able to find any of these notes. So I think we should go up. So our chords are this guy, which is here. Could go we could go up that way, or I could hit the root. Because these are all 7 chords. Well, the first one is at least. It's a C sharp major 7. Top of it. Let's try that one and see how that sounds before we go any further. Totally lost it when I hit play. Where's that last note? I don't know where we go there. Octave it. Because then if we go all the way up, our chord's going to be this. So we'll go. I'm going to go up, I think. Oh, voice crack. Sad. Sad. I think the last ones are supposed to be Oz. So we're going to try that one more time, I think, here. Try to get some water. So, ooh, ah. That's going to be a little loud, but that's okay. My voice is not with me this morning. That's good enough for one of them. Now, the second one. See, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get up to a higher one after that. We might have to go with two here. Oh, got a burr. Hold on. Oh, there we go. Okay. I did that really close to the other microphone. My apologies. That'll have to do for those two. We'll kick those up one notch, but that last part I'm afraid is going to be really loud. Let's see where those are sitting. I don't know if I want to add a higher one. That might be against my voice's better wishes this morning. Ooh. So we don't need that anymore. Oh! Let's see where these are sitting. Maybe give them a touch of tuning so they stay in line a little bit better. And we'll get rid of all these breaths as well as we go through. I'm hoping we're good enough here with just this passage, because there's no repeat of the verse here where they could come back in. I'm going to stay in mono for just a moment and balance these out. So the doubles are going to go left and right. Ooh, 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 so we're octaved there, which is kind of a shame, but... The octave is not my favorite thing there. I'm going to give these a little melodyne real quick, just so they sit tighter with each other, and because I'm not the greatest singer. I was sober this morning. I'm still sober right now. I'm just drinking water here. If I was drinking anything other than water, these background vocals would sound much, much worse. But I appreciate the comment. So let's tighten these here. Let's see where we sit. Cool, that one sounds good. Let's take a look at this next one. And the more I'm hearing these, the more I want to add that higher one. But I don't know if I'm going to get up there. Especially because I didn't warm up or anything today. So some of these guys here, you can see where I was a little bit flat coming into the note. Melodyne will help me tighten that up. So both of these guys sit together really, really well. Cool. Let's do this guy. So because we're putting the root in on this one, I think it's going to give it some differentiation between the chords, because our chords are hitting major seventh chords, and there's no root in the right hand of the chord. So it's technically an F minor over a C sharp, or the D flat bass is what it's calling it. So when we're singing the D flat note here, it's going to give us this different feel in the background vocals. Let's see how these are sounded. Sounds good. Sounds good enough. Last one, and then we're gonna see if I want to attempt to do the high one. The high one would be F and G. It'd be the third of each chord. You can see this one's a little shakier. Nobody has to know. So let's do another balance on these guys. See where we're sitting. What did I do? I missed one. That sounded awful. That's an F. That's an F. That should be okay. This is what happens when I don't listen to the last one. What did I do? F, F. That should be okay. I missed a note somewhere. Those are both. Okay. One of these is not. That's F. That's F. That's E. These are both E. Cool. Am I trying to re-sing the same song or creating a new one? So there was a clip here, which is what we started with. That's this guy here. That's what the artist sang, and it was just a clip of what he wanted for background vocals. So I'm putting in the background vocals that he requested for this song. So we started with the little clip that he sang, which is the idea that we're basing these on. And then I doubled it, and I added the harmony here. So now we have a stack of background vocals that we're putting into this track. My only question now at this point is whether I want to add the high one. I think I'm going to give the high one a shot, and we'll see where we end up. If I can't hit it, I can't hit it. That's okay. But I want to see if we can get it in there. So, back to this guy. So our high ones are going to be F and G. This is probably right out of my range this morning. But we're going to take a listen here and see where we're at. I mean, I can do it in falsetto. That might be okay. Oohs for the first ones. I forgot. One. Let's do the other one. Ooh. And we'll kick those up just a notch a piece. The bottom one looks quieter. We'll deal with that momentarily, I guess. So same thing, I'm going to tighten these with a touch of Melodyne on each of them. But then we should be good with everything we need to record, I believe. So I'm going to switch back to my mixing headphones here, because I believe we've got everything tracked that we need to have tracked here. So this guy can come down. And let's take a listen to our first high part. So the nice thing about Melodyne is that you can snap to the chord scale and then put everything right where it needs to be. So F, G, A flat, that's where we need to be. Cool, that's the first one. Second one here. At least put some reverb on the vocals. Oh, don't worry, there's going to be reverb on the vocals. These are the dry recordings at the moment. We're just putting them in as we stick them into the mix. Don't worry, they'll get plenty of reverb. This artist loves his reverb. If you caught any of the snippets of the lead vocal that we're in, I'm sure you heard all the reverb on there. He even likes it when he's tracking. I'm not a big fan of putting it on while I'm tracking, because I want to focus as much as I can on the actual vocal performance. So let's make sure these two are even. Ooh, and they're both panned the opposite way. So let's throw it in with the other ones here and see how we're doing. I might pull these guys down on each of them, but first what I want to do is get rid of all the breaths on these vocals and give them some decent fades. Since there's a stack of these guys here, it's very important to me to get rid of as much of the breath as possible. And the fades also kind of help us line these up better, because you can see some of them go over a little bit more than the other ones. And then what I might do is pull the last hit down there on the middle vocals, because it gets quite a bit louder. So just cutting out the big breath in between here on each of these. So if this track was done to a click, which it's not, sometimes you get artists who don't like working with a click track, and that's okay. But if it was done to a click track, I would have been able to do all these vocals just once and then fly them over to wherever I need them in the song. Unfortunately, we're doing things very, very old school today. Leaving a little bit of the breath here so you can kind of hear it on the fade in. That helps it seem natural. And then, of course, a little more on the back end. All right, now the big note on each of the end ones here. I want to pull down on these guys, just a touch. So we'll take a look at just these middle guys. That should sit us a little bit better. Very, very nice. Cool. That's sounding good. I'm going to go grab another water. I'll be right back.
Waiting for me, and all I can see is the flickering of lights down below. And I'm live from the balcony as I start my show, wondering where your face is in the crowd. Though I can't see you, I know that you're there. My songs will reach you everywhere. Songs that I wrote, each and every note tell a story of places that I've been. This is my life, and I'm performing tonight. This is the place I wanna be, with the songs from the balcony. Just listen to the words, close your eyes and sing them with me. Singing my songs from the balcony tonight. Let me write one more tune. I always knew I'd be singing for you. From the balcony, my dreams have come true. From the balcony, my dreams have come true.
Nice long trip to get a water, huh? All right. Let's see. A click would have helped when I have bands recording without a click. Oh, this is all, yeah. Yeah. Each track was indeed recorded separately. It is one guy, and then everything else is tacked on afterwards. So it's a little shaky, but it fits his vibe, which is what we're matching. So it would have helped if we had a click. Lord knows I like working with a click, and we could fly everything around. Everything would be nice and tight. But it's kind of a darker acoustic style track, so it's okay if it's a little bit looser. It kind of fits that more rustic style vibe. But yeah, everything's tracked separately. It would have been nice if there was a band that could have played all of this together, but that is not the case here. It's coming out okay though. So let's see where we're sitting here with these background vocals and try and get these set in the track here. And then we've got our bass to do as well. I'm going to pull the master down just a touch here. We're going to try and get rid of some of this low mid information. Sounds good. Let's add some top end air. But actually, maybe before that, let's try a little LA2A style action here. Some smoother style compression. We'll put it on the biggest note. So some super, super highs here. We don't want to go too far. Like I said, it's a darker style track. Just some mids, high mids.
Though I can't see.
Maybe pull that down a little more. Yeah, this guy here, let me show you, is our original acoustic guitar. So you can hear our bass acoustic guitar that the track is built around is a little shaky to begin with. So that's kind of the vibe we're trying to match with the whole track. We don't want to nuke his original acoustic guitar, and we don't want to nuke his vocal. We're building the track around these two elements here. So this is what we got to start.
It is the place I wanna be.
And then we build everything from there. So that guy's still there, but tucked away in the rest of our track. So I've been kind of in the habit of adding the verb directly to the background vocals lately, but I want to try the normal way here. So we'll solo safe our track there, send it out to our mix bus, and actually I think I have a preset saved for background vocals. I like using this really long plate reverb. It's actually something I stole from watching Joe Gilder, and it's just the flat plate reverb from Studio One in the room reverb, and then the length is dialed up to about 6 seconds here, so really long, and then a low pass or a high pass, excuse me, on the back end there. So let's add it to our background vocals here, give them some depth here so they're not so dry.
That I wrote, each and every note tell a story of places that I've been. This is my life.
And then we got this this contrabass sound to add in for the chorus section here. This is kind of a funny little instrument that we're adding in here. Obviously played from my keyboard. I'm gonna leave some of the bottom end, but not that super lows, because we already have a bass going. Here's our top end. So we might add a little bit of that. For compression on this, I think the first thing I'm going to reach for is the 1176 and see where we sit. I like this on bass. But I don't know how it's going to hold up on this. Let's actually try the stock compressor and see if we can get it to work fast enough at the end here. That's actually pretty nice. Let's see here. Just a little bit of this air on the top.
This is my life, and I'm performing tonight. This is the place I wanna be. With the songs from...
Let's actually give this a bump.
This is my life, and I'm performing tonight. This is the place I wanna be. With the songs from the bell. This is my life, and I'm performing.
Cool, and then I want to try and blend it with the bass a little bit better, so I'm going to try the same. Actually, no, I didn't use this on the bass, but I want to try this Pultec here and see if we can get maybe some more oomph on the bottom. So I already rolled off this bottom, but now let's see if we can add some vibe back.
This is the place I wanna be. With the songs from the balcony, just listen to. This is my life, and I'm performing tonight. This is the place I wanna be. With the songs from the balcony, just listen to the words. Close your eyes and sing them words. Close your eyes.
See if we can get that to end on the downbeat.
Close your eyes and sing them. Singing my songs from the balcony tonight. Let me
Okay, I want to hear it from the background vocals.
the crowd. Though I can't see you, I know that you're there. My songs will reach you everywhere. Songs that I wrote, each and every note, tell a story of places that I've been. This is my life, and I'm performing tonight. This is the place I wanna be. With the songs from the balcony, them with me. Singing my songs from the balcony tonight.
That's actually sounding pretty good there. Background vocals. I pulled the contrabass down a little bit, but everything's sounding really, really good. I think I'm going to do one final listen here through the whole track, and then we'll call it here for today. I'll probably come back and do some touches on the mix before I send this out. But we've got everything recorded. We've got everything in the track and working together. It'll just be the little tweaks across the track, making sure our bass is okay, that all our guitars are working together. Any timing issues that are too glaring, we'll do some edits on those. But other than that, the track is in a good place that we can listen to it as a package here and see how we're sounding. And I'm actually going to listen on my mains here in the studio. Your channel, tip my hat to you, but on the grind. Well, thank you very much. Yeah, I've actually, it's been, is it 2 years? Wow. I've been trying to do a video a day, at least every weekday for at least the past year. I don't know if I kept up with that the year before, but I've definitely been doing my best here this year to put out a video every weekday. This is the way I learned, is by watching others like me as they came up. So Joe Gilder, Graham Cochran at Recording Revolution, Produce Like a Pro, Pensado's Place back in the day. That's how I learned how to do this, and I wanted to give that same opportunity to other people. So thank you for that compliment. I really appreciate that. We're going to listen one more time through the track here. If you're interested in seeing more of this kind of stuff or going deeper into the mixing process, there is a link in the description below the live here for my 7-step mixing checklist. That is a completely free PDF. It's just a simple guide that will walk you through step by step how to craft professional and polished mixes. It's going to help you get more radio-ready songs. Like I said, completely free download. You can click the link below in the video description to grab that. All right, so I'm going to hit play here. We're going to take one final listen through the track here on my mains. There's a lot of great people out there. Learn from watching others. I really love Joe Gilder. Got to meet him a couple times, which is really, really cool. And I love Graham from the Recording Revolution a lot as well. And Produce Like a Pro. It's cool to see all the guys he has on there, and a lot more of the analog style stuff there on Pensado's Place. You can't go wrong with Pensado's Place. So final listen through the track here on the mains, and then we should be set for the day here.
Waiting for me, I can see is the flickering of lights down below, and I'm live from the balcony as I start my show, wondering where your face is in the crowd. Though I can't see you, I know that you're there. My songs will reach you everywhere. Songs that I wrote, each and every note, tell a story of places that I've been. This is my life, and I'm performing tonight. This is the place I wanna be, with the songs from the balcony. Just listen to the words, close your eyes and sing them with me. Singing my songs from from the balcony tonight. Let me write one more tune. I always knew I'd be singing for you. From the balcony, my dreams have come true. From the balcony, my dreams have come true.
Very, very nice. That's sounding really, really nice. That's in a great spot. Like I said, just some final tweaks here and there, and that'll be ready to send over to the artist. Thank you for all of you that joined me here on the stream today. I hope you got something from this. I hope it was cool to see a little bit of the recording process here as well as we start to finish up this track. Thank you so much for hanging with me, and I will see you very, very soon in the next stream.